My name is Jordan Parker, and this is Athlete's Lifestyle Assignment 2. The factors to be considered when giving TV interviews would be communicating accurately and clearly, preparation for communication, personal delivery, appearance, timing, and the requirements of this type of interview. An example of a TV interview would be when a player, mainly the captain of a football team, would come out before the game in a press conference and talk about the game and answer questions on what the media want to know about how they are prepared for the game. It would be important to communicate accurately and clearly, as if it wasn't accurate, then the media may perceive the information that they have given as bad news. Therefore, it will be spread, rumours could build up, and bad reputation could become of that player and the team that he plays for. It must also be done clearly, as he could get bad reputation from not clearly giving out the answers that they want, so they're not able to understand him. They must also be prepared for the communication. This means that they must understand what they're going to talk about before the interview takes place. If they're not prepared, then there'll be blank spots, and they'll also use the words like and they'll be very fidgety because they're not too sure about what they're saying. That would again give them bad reputation, as it comes off like they do not care about the interview and they're not putting in the effort. The other example would be personal delivery. This would be things such as posture, hand gestures. They would want to be sat up straight and hands still. This is because they're on TV. They'll be seen, and they don't really want to be slouched over, give themselves a bad reputation by making it look like they don't care about the interview. Appearance is an important one to do with TV interviews. This is because they will be on TV and it will have a direct reflection on their reputation. They would want to either be wearing a suit or their team tracksuit. If they were to turn up wearing jeans and a regular t-shirt, this would have a bad effect on their reputation, as it would again show that they don't care. Timing is important because obviously if you're late, it will have a direct reflection on bad reputation, as it's on TV and everyone will see that you're not arriving on time, you're not speaking in time with other people, maybe you're speaking over other people because you're answering questions from before, or you're rushing through it to answer it so that you can get away quicker. Again, it's just showing that you want to be there, you're willing to be there, and you're willing to answer the questions. These are all requirements of this type of interview. This is because if they are not done to a decent standard, then this means that it will reflect in bad reputation. Because this is on TV, a lot of people will see it, and the media will put it out in the news, and it just reflects as bad reputation for that player. The factors to be considered when giving radio interviews would be communicating accurately and clearly, preparation for communication, personal delivery, appearance, timing, and the requirements of that type of interview. With communicating accurately and clearly in relation to radio interviews, the captain of the team would want to know what he's saying beforehand. This links in with preparation for communication. But as this is an audio interview and there's no visuals, then he would be able to take prompt sheets to help him. He'd know what he's saying. He would also want to make sure that he's speaking clearly, with tone, make sure it's clear, making sure that he's going at a suitable pace, it's not going too quick or too slow, making sure that he's using technical vocabulary. Again, being prepared would be bringing prompt sheets, looking up information. That would just be preparing for communication. These two would link together with a radio interview, and without either of these, then your speech would be slurred, you wouldn't know what you're saying, you'd seem confused, and this would be, again, a bad reputation on you, and because it's still in the media, it will be spread. Personal delivery links into what I was saying before about speaking at a suitable pace, making sure it's clear, precise, technical vocabulary. This is because the better your delivery is, the better you will be, therefore a good reputation that you will have with the media. However, if you go in without knowing what you're saying, having a bad delivery, then this will result in bad reputation, therefore the media spreading bad news about you because it almost seems like you weren't enthusiastic about the interview or you didn't want to be there. Appearance isn't so important with radio interviews because there is no visuals. However, as it's known, if you are dressed in a suit for an interview, you will feel more prepared. You'll feel like you should be there, you'll speak clearly. Everything will just run smoother if you have a better appearance. However, if you're dressed badly, then the interviewer could pick up on this and say that it didn't look like he wanted to be there. He can pick up on those things, like your body language and your appearance. If he picks up on this, then it will be a direct reflection on bad reputation, and that can be spread across the media. They can make up stories like you don't care about the sport, or you're not enthusiastic about it, you're not willing to come out and speak to the fans. They can make up stuff and give you a bad reputation. Timing is important because obviously you wouldn't want to be late to the interview, else that could have a reflection on you. You would obviously want to speak clearly, slowly, or not too slowly, just at the right pace. You wouldn't want to speak over other people because you don't want to seem like you're in a rush, because that would have a bad reflection on you. Therefore, saying like you wanted to get out of there quicker, you didn't want to be in there. Now we go on to significant others and the interviews that they would have with significant others. The first one that I'm going to talk about is a manager. The factors to be considered with a manager would be, again, communicating accurately and clearly, preparing for this interview, your personal delivery, your appearance, your timing, and the requirements. The situation I'm going to use for the significant others will be the player, I'll use a captain again, but the captain going to speak to the manager or the official or their sponsors for information that they would need to know, or information that the significant other wants to know before a game or before the month, like on the maybe the requirements that they need to match. They would need to communicate accurately and clearly with the manager because this is the person above him. Ultimately, this is who decides whether they're going to be playing this week, so obviously they'll need to have a good impression. Preparation for communication will come under this, because the more prepared they are for this interview, then the better they will come off, therefore more likely that they will get picked. Personal delivery, appearance and timing really come and tie in together, because they would need to have clear vocabulary, technical vocabulary, speak at a comfortable pace. They'd also be most probably wanting to wear their team tracksuit, so having a suitable appearance. Also, they wouldn't want to be rushing it, so have good timing. In regards to sponsors, they would want to communicate accurately and clearly, because sponsors give them a bonus to what they're doing simply by allowing their name to be put on a shirt or something. They will most probably want to prepare for this a lot, because they'll have to gather a lot of information, make sure they have prompt sheets, make sure they know the purpose and content of what they're going to say. Maybe they could do rehearsals with someone close to them to make sure they get it right, so that they don't lose this sponsor through. They need to show that they're willing to be there, they want to be there, they want to stay sponsored, they want to perform. Personal delivery, appearance and timing will again tie in together. This is because they want to have a good body language, clear speech, use technical vocabulary, make sure the pace is a suitable pace. Their appearance, again, they'll want to be either wearing the sponsor's logo or their team tracksuit, and they'll want to be sat up straight in it to make themselves proud to wear it. And the timing, obviously, again with the pace and making sure they don't speak over, making sure that it seems like they really want to be there, they really want to be sponsored. And lastly, we go on to officials. They will again want to look at communicating accurately and clearly, prepare for communication, their personal delivery, their appearance and their timing. They will want to communicate accurately and clearly because they'll want to show respect to the official, making sure that they show purpose, that they can take in scripts and prompt sheets. This will help them to relay information that they need to give to the officials and also take information away, and that then links into the preparation for communication, because they've obviously taken in the prep that they've made with the scripts, the prompt sheets, the research that they found, and the information. Personal delivery, important, appearance and timing are all important. This is because they're wanting to show respect to the officials because they're above them. This is shown through having good posture, maybe a suit or team kit again. Timing by not speaking over them, speaking at a good pace, making sure it's clear, precise. Because at the end they just want to show them respect, making sure they get respect back.